आइए अब आपको दिखाते हैं कोरोना संदेश।
सभी व्यूअर्स को मैं डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा नमस्कार करता हूं। पिछले 21 वर्षों से दुनिया भर में आयुर्वेद के माध्यम से मैं इलाज कर रहा हूं और आज मैं देख पा रहा हूं कि पूरा विश्व आयुर्वेद की ओर इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने के लिए एक उम्मीद से देख रहा है। सदियों से ही हमारे यहाँ राजा महाराजा चांदी के बर्तनों में भोजन का सेवन करते थे अपनी इम्यूनिटी को बढ़ाने के लिए। तो आप सबके घरों में चांदी की पायल, बैंगल, पेंडेंट, कोई भी आभूषण हो, जिस पात्र में आप पानी स्टोर करते हैं उसमें वो डाल दीजिए। उस पानी का सेवन करने से आपकी इम्यूनिटी जो है वो बेटर रहेगी। शुंठी, मरीच, पिपली, ये 3 हर्ब्स जो किचन की शोभा बढ़ाती हैं, इनका इस्तेमाल अधिक कीजिए और भस्त्रिका क्रिया अधिक से अधिक कीजिए। इन चीजों का इस्तेमाल करने से आप हृष्ट पुष्ट रह सकेंगे और कोरोना नामक महामारी को दूर भगा सकेंगे।
हृष्ट पुष्ट रहे आयुर्वेद में माहिर डॉक्टर नवदीप शर्मा से जटिल रोगों का आयुर्वेदिक निदान पाएं। कॉल करें 7222006006।
When I was younger, I was very sensitive. I could feel the pain that people endured. My father once told me, "It's good that I can feel people's pain. It would be even better if I could transform one's pain into soothing relief." These words of my father nourished and nurtured the divinely planted seed in me to become a compassionate healer. And my journey with Ayurveda, the science of life, began. According to Ayurveda, our Panchabhautik body is an amalgam of space, air, fire, water and earth, and solution to all chronic ailments lies in balancing these body elements. As the origin of Ayurveda goes back to thousands of years, so some part of our ancient historical knowledge is lost. That's why I started my own research and shared it with the world. Ayurveda can give very quick recovery, even quicker than allopathy, in most chronic ailments.
The blend of Ayurvedic medicines, Panchkarma, yoga, diet has helped Dr. Navdeep Sharma create the brand Risht Pusht and Team Nirogam by treating thousands of patients suffering from chronic illness. Join Dr. Navdeep Sharma's guided path of healthy living. Call now at +1 888 624 5925.
Dr. Navdeep Sharma from Risht Pusht. You are the best Ayurvedic doctor I have come across. Thanks for giving my uncle a kidney disease-free life.
Best kidney doctor I've come across. Thank you, Dr. Navdeep Sharma. Your advice really changed my life. And thank you, Risht Pusht.
I was a bit reluctant to start with Ayurveda, but when I met Dr. Navdeep during his visit to the UK, he infused confidence in me and I started treatment from him. So thank you, Dr. Navdeep Sharma, for giving me a kidney disease-free life. You're indeed the best Ayurvedic doctor I've ever come across.
Redefining Ayurvedic excellence. Dr. Navdeep Sharma, a true Ayurvedist and a staunch believer in nature's healing power, treated thousands of patients suffering from chronic ailments. Not only a healer, he is also a contributor and keen researcher. Representing India at the British Parliament. Working in collaboration and sharing ideas with global personalities at the British Parliament. Participation in 4th Svashtha International Conference on Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine at Middlesex University. Paper presentation at Middlesex University, London. Interactive TV program at World Ayurveda Congress 2018. Telecasted at famous TV channel Care World. Participation in the first International Ayush Expo at Dubai. Arogya 2017. The first international exhibition and conference on Ayush and wellness. being felicitated at Ahmedabad for his valuable contribution to promote Ayurveda.
Creating new benchmarks. Participation in Interfix 2018, New York, USA. Participation in the 8th World Ayurveda Congress. Delivering a thought-provoking talk on depression at a conclave in Expo, California. Felicitated during Indo-American Wellness Conclave and Exhibition. Dr. Navdeep Sharma and Dr. Monica Sharma invited by Juice Punjabi, New York, at their head office. Association with Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Honoring Padma Shri, Shri Hans Rajhans, Member Parliament.
With Yoga Guru, Baba Ramdev, Patanjali Ayurveda.
Felicitation by Dr. Anup Jain and sharing valuable thoughts at a Dhanwantri Jayanti Samaro, New Delhi. Speaker panelist on Ayurveda and Wellness Industry at Ayurveda Expo. Felicitation by Dr. Rajesh Kumar Singh at Ayurveda Expo. Visit of renowned politician Dr. Ratamjit Singh Basra at Risht Pusht, Amritsar Centre. Visit of esteemed ex-Health Minister Lakshmi Kanta Chawla at Risht Pusht, Amritsar Centre. Dr. Rakesh Sharma, Director Ayurveda, Government of Punjab, at Risht Pusht Mohali Centre. Dr. Navdeep Sharma with Sri Sudhanshuji Maharaj, a global spiritual leader, motivational guru and the founder of Vishwa Jagriti Mission. On air on CNN News 18. Giving COVID solutions to Indian community through Tez News. On air on Aaj Tak Tez. The most sought-after panelist and educator on prominent international channels. Regular.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to this special interactive session on IgA nephropathy with all of you. IgA nephropathy, which is one of the leading causes of kidney damage, especially in younger middle-aged people. Now, there is something which is very common nowadays, and as a result of IgA nephropathy, each year we see thousands of people around the globe suffering from chronic renal failure. So, what exactly is IgA nephropathy? What exactly can be done in IgA nephropathy? That is all that we are today going to discuss in today's live. Now, what are the causes of IgA nephropathy? The first of all. Now, IgA nephropathy, when we talk about it, there is an immunoglobulin named immunoglobulin A. Now, immunoglobulins are basically the antibodies which are meant to fight with infections coming out from outside inside the body. They are otherwise for the benefit of our body. Now, when immunoglobulin A, which otherwise is meant for fighting with the infections from outer world inside the body, all of a sudden when IgA nephropathy, this antibody is collected in the glomeruli, which are the functional units of kidney. It causes inflammation, which is also known as glomerulonephritis, and gradually it affects their filtering ability. The exact cause in allopathy is not known. However, genes, liver disease, celiac disease and other infections, people feel that they are the ones which are associated for this IgA nephropathy. So, although the exact causes of IgA nephropathy in allopathy are not known, one thing is very sure, that this IgA nephropathy is a leading cause of damage in kidney patients. Now, when we talk about this IgA nephropathy, it gives some initial symptoms in the patients, and let us go through the symptoms so that if we know the symptoms at the right time, we definitely can prevent the progress of the disease to the further stages. So when we talk about IgA nephropathy and the symptoms especially of IgA nephropathy, the first symptom is cola or tea colored urine. The color of urine becomes dark due to red blood cells in the urine. The urine becomes foamy, that is proteinuria, it starts occurring. Pain in one or both sides of your back below the ribs, and along with that,
There can be swelling in hands and feet. So that is the common signs which IgA nephropathy that gives to the patients. I'll be coming to your questions. Kamalji, I'll be coming to your question. Mohitji, Arindamji, I'll soon be coming to your questions. Before that, I like to carry on with my topic. So when we talk about IgA nephropathy, as we always talk, what are the risk factors? What are the factors which are important in IgA nephropathy? So the course of IgA nephropathy varies from person to person. Some patients can develop the following complications when we talk about IgA nephropathy. And the complications are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, acute kidney failure, chronic kidney disease, and nephrotic syndrome. So acute kidney failure, chronic kidney disease, there are so many complications that can arise. You can see in the slide also due to this IgA nephropathy. However, the common one out of that is nephrotic syndrome. We see so many IgA nephropathy patients coming to us with nephrotic syndrome, where the proteins, they are leaking, and the proteinuria as a result is causing swelling as well as a number of complications inside the body. And another thing, this IgA nephropathy is also known as Berger's disease. Now this is something which is a very common term which is used for IgA nephropathy patients. Unluckily, when we talk about the allopathic world, there is not much that allopathy can do in a patient suffering from IgA nephropathy. That is why when a patient is known to have IgA nephropathy, the patient first of all is sent to go for a kidney biopsy. Now biopsy is a test which, if someone asks my advice, I often ask them not to go for a biopsy. I won't say that it is correct kind of advice as far as medical science is concerned, but it's my personal perspective. I don't believe in sending my patients for a test which is invasive test, where a big needle is going to go inside the kidneys. And then what we are going to get out of it is that we will come to know why the kidneys they got damaged. But actually, whatever might be the reason, it may be IgA nephropathy, it may be IgG nephropathy, it may be due to any other reason. The treatment, there is no treatment in allopathy for the same. So that is why when the patients, they ask my opinion that should we go for a biopsy, I always tell them you can go for any other allopathic test but not biopsy. So that is my perspective. Once again, I am telling, maybe medically, in allopathic world, it is something which is a must. So even when a person, he or she comes to know that he or she is suffering from IgA nephropathy, there is nothing in allopathy effectively which can reverse the disease. The doctors, they start administering corticosteroids. It is the steroids which are given to patients suffering from IgA nephropathy in an attempt to suppress the immune system, to suppress the inflammation, and reduce the speed with which the disease is progressing. That is all that is done in patients suffering from IgA nephropathy. However, when we talk about Ayurveda, the hope, it lies in Ayurveda. IgA nephropathy, if treated properly in many patients, I won't say in all of the patients, but in many patients, if proper treatment is given, IgA nephropathy, it can be reversed, and in a majority of patients who approach us at the right time. So, what kind of treatment is available in IgA nephropathy as far as Ayurveda is concerned? Now, according to Ayurveda, IgA nephropathy is a disease of Mutravah Srotas. Though all the doshas as well as the dushyas are involved in the disease, Kapha is responsible in blocking microvessels and developing microangiopathy, and Vata is responsible for degeneration of the structure of the kidney. So it is a disease which is not very easy to cure even with Ayurvedic perspective, but yes, there is a lot that can be done in Ayurveda, and we'll further be moving on what exactly can be done in Ayurveda for IgA nephropathy. Now when we go with the Ayurvedic management of the disease, so according to Ayurvedic principles of management of the disease, tissue damage can be reversed, prevented, repaired by rasayan therapy, because they have that capability to improve qualities of tissue and regulate the healthy immune system. On the other hand, blockage can be removed by lekhan herbs, which are also called as Srodoshodhak Aushadhis, the micro-channel purifying herbs of Ayurveda. They are really a great help in patients suffering from IgA nephropathy. When patients they approach us for IgA nephropathy, some of them are lucky enough that the levels of creatinine, the level of urea has not gone that high. They go for a biopsy, they come to know that their immune system is damaging their kidneys, and still, by the grace of Almighty, the creatinine, the urea is not that high. There are other ones who come to us at an advanced stage. The creatinine is 11, 12, 12.5, blood urea is 200. The patient is a patient of IgA nephropathy. The allopathic doctors, they are telling the patient that go for immediate dialysis. The patient is not going for a dialysis. At that stage also many patients come to us and we are able to give a good recovery. There is a third category of patients, which are patients who are either having ongoing dialysis or they have already got a transplanted kidney. And there are patients of IgA nephropathy, and luckily the urine output starts reducing with the frequent dialysis, and even after transplantation, in many of the patients due to IgA nephropathy, the transplanted kidney, it stops working and they come to us. We give both type of treatment in such patients. Depending upon the stage of the patient, the recovery chances are the best, and gradually the recovery chances come down. If a patient is approaching us pre-dialysis and a patient is suffering from IgA nephropathy and the creatinine level, the urea level is not that high, the maximum chances of recovery are there. But unluckily, at that stage, the patients don't believe on our words. They either run after the nephrologists in allopathy, or if they're not that educated, they run after quacks in Ayurveda. There are doctors in Ayurveda who will guarantee, who will sell fake guarantees. And unluckily, the illiterate patients move to fake guarantees. The educated patients, they prefer going to nephrologist, and only a very few are left who reach us at the right time and we give them a very good treatment. There are others who approach us at an advanced stage. There we couple our medicinal treatment with Srodoshodhak Chikitsa of Shodhan Kriya. We do Shodhan Kriya, which is an in-house treatment for those patients. And by the grace of Almighty, the results are miraculous. So if any one of you is suffering from IgA nephropathy, has been diagnosed with IgA nephropathy, do remember that if you will reach the right kind of treatment at the right time, there's a lot in Ayurveda that can be done. You can have a far better kind of treatment, a far quicker improvement than allopathy with no side effects as they occur with the use of corticosteroids in patients suffering from IgA.
Redefining Ayurvedic excellence. Dr. Navdeep Sharma, a true Ayurvedist and a staunch believer in nature's healing power, treated thousands of patients suffering from chronic ailments. Not only a healer, he is also a contributor and keen researcher. Representing India at the British Parliament. Working in collaboration and sharing ideas with global personalities at the British Parliament. Participation in 4th Svashtha International Conference on Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine at Middlesex University. Paper presentation at Middlesex University, London. Interactive TV program at World Ayurveda Congress 2018. Telecasted at famous TV channel Care World. Participation in the first International Ayush Expo at Dubai. Arogya 2017. The first international exhibition and conference on Ayush and wellness. Being felicitated at Ahmedabad for his valuable contribution to promote Ayurveda.
creating new benchmarks. Participation in Interfix 2018, New York, USA. Participation in the 8th World Ayurveda Congress. Delivering a thought-provoking talk on depression at a conclave in Expo, California. Felicitated during Indo-American Wellness Conclave and Exhibition. Dr. Navdeep Sharma and Dr. Monica Sharma invited by Juice Punjabi, New York. At their head office. Association with Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. Honoring Padma Shri, Shri Hans Rajhans, Member Parliament.
With Yoga Guru, Baba Ramdev, Patanjali Ayurveda.
Felicitation by Dr. Anup Jain and sharing valuable thoughts at a Dhanwantri Jayanti Samaro, New Delhi. Speaker panelist on Ayurveda and Wellness Industry at Ayurveda Expo. Felicitation by Dr. Rajesh Kumar Singh at Ayurveda Expo. Visit of renowned politician Dr. Ratamjit Singh Basra at Risht Pusht, Amritsar Centre. Visit of esteemed ex-Health Minister Lakshmi Kanta Chawla at Risht Pusht, Amritsar Centre. Dr. Rakesh Sharma, Director Ayurveda, Government of Punjab, at Risht Pusht Mohali Centre. Dr. Navdeep Sharma with Sri Sudhanshuji Maharaj, a global spiritual leader, motivational guru and the founder of Vishwa Jagriti Mission. On air on CNN News 18. Giving COVID solutions to Indian community through Tez News. On air on Aaj Tak Tez. The most sought-after panelist and educator on prominent international channels. Regular daily telecast of interactive show on international TV channel Juice Punjabi. Regular daily telecast of interactive show on national TV channel Disha TV. Invited to represent Indian Ayurveda against allopathy. On India Ahead channel. Dr. Navdeep Sharma, live, in Northeast on famous national TV channel on Times 24. Newspaper accolades. Indian-Tibetan Therapeutic Exchange Camp 2008, regularly organizing camps with Indian Army, Ayurvedic camp. Holding regular philanthropic free health checkup campaigns. Regular Ayurvedic shivers. Regular guest speaker for DGCA. Organization of yogic camps in various parts of the country. YND Karnaragam Private Limited. We provide research-based treatment in all sorts of chronic ailments. My promise to patients. My beliefs. Academic credentials. Our media associates. Certificates of qualifications. Welcome to ND Karnaragam Panchkarma Center. Another indoor wing of Naturopathy and Panchkarma. Now operational under the able guidance of Dr. Navdeep Sharma. our dedicated team. Group of companies. Number of patients treated. The only company to cover all verticals on a global scale. Our products. Compliance to all government regulations. Our national presence. Our global presence. Modern style interactive and very popular mobile apps. Support through YouTube Live.
Dr. Navdeep Sharma, and it changed my life.
I met Dr. Navdeep Sharma, and he has changed my life.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sharma, and thank you everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Navdeep Sharma, for giving me a kidney disease-free life. You are indeed the best Ayurvedic doctor I've ever come across.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Sharma for giving Robert a disease-free life. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Navdeep Sharma.
Thanks for giving my uncle a kidney disease-free life.
Follow us at. Contact us.